Good evening, basketball fans. Welcome to Division II Men's College Basketball. We're at Merckett Gymnasium on the campus of Stonehill College. Dave Clifton here along with Ken Wood. Tonight's cablecast, a production of ECAT, Eastern Community Access Television. We hope to share this cablecast with other communities. And Ken, big thank you to our sponsor.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Merckett Gymnasium on the campus of Stonehill College. For tonight's Northeast 10 Conference.
Okay, it's the Greyhounds from Assumption College in Worcester visiting the Merckett Gymnasium, and they'll be taking on the Skyhawks from Stonehill College, a team right now that's 5-4 overall. They're 2-3 in the NE10 conference. The Greyhounds, they're 4-4 overall. They're 0-3 in the NE10 conference. And they got some outstanding size. The players right now are getting ready to be introduced. In the starting lineup, Matthew Kelly from North Potomac, Maryland. He's a 5'10 sophomore. Chris Crespo also getting the starting nod. Damian Rance from Melbourne, Australia will be in the starting five. Cal Conley, a freshman from Rochester, New Hampshire. And of course, they're led by head basketball coach Michael Harding in his fourth season. Part of the class of 2003 for Bowdoin College. And right now, we're getting ready to introduce the Skyhawks, 5-4 overall. Here's Owen Chose from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. He's a 6'2" sophomore guard. Michael Bowen from Manchester, Massachusetts. Played his high school basketball in the Hockomock League. He's a 6'4" forward. He'll wear number 15. And from Lawrence, Massachusetts, wearing number 33. I should say number 35, Joel Baroa. And here's Will Morton. Will gets the starting nod. He's the leading scorer and rebounder on this Skyhawk team. They're led by Coach Chris Kraus. They're coming off a victory against Franklin Pierce. And that game took place at Ringe, New Hampshire. And of course, rounding out that starting five, we don't want to miss him. That's Brandon Twitty from Randolph, Massachusetts. Played his high school basketball at Catholic Memorial. And this should be a good battle. Both these teams have size. They have players coming off the bench. And Coach Kraus going with Baroa, Bowen, Twitty, Will Morton, and of course the three-point shooter, Owen Chose from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Conley jumping the tap with Baroa. There's the tap controlled by the Skyhawks. They get across the timeline. Bowen works the near side of the court. A little weave with the basketball. Is Bowen. Gets it to Will Morton. Back to Baroa. Takes the J. Doesn't fall. And the Greyhounds come down with the rebound. Getting that board is Branislav Vajanovic. Interesting name to pronounce and a long name to put in the back of the jersey. Maybe that's why they don't have the names on the jerseys. Conley gets it to his point guard, who goes to the hoop, throws it up with his left hand, and he's quick. What a hustler, Matthew Kelly. He's a 5'10" sophomore guard. He'll be the smallest guy on the court. Here's Chose. Back out front to Morton. Morton takes a long three-pointer. Bowen gets the rebound, throws it up with his left hand. Loose ball ends up in the hands of Kelly. Little tricky dribble. He's being covered by Chose. Ball stolen, but we're going to have a foul on the play. He'll call this against Baroa, number 35. Coming into the ball game for the Skyhawks.
Into the Stonehill lineup, number 11, Andrew Sims.
Andrew Sims from Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Stonehill dressing 5 freshmen on this squad. Most of them will probably get playing time. Here's Kelly, goes to the hoop, throws up his second basket. Right now it's Kelly 4, Skyhawk 0. Morton out front. Goes to the hoop, gets the loose ball. Chose drives to the hoop and makes the basket. So it's the 2 guards on both teams that have the baskets. We're playing 2 20-minute halves. We have a 30-second clock. 3 officials dressed in stripes. We're at Market Gymnasium. You're watching 2 teams from the NE10 conference. Branislav Vajuvanovic, a junior at 6'5", a guard. The Greyhounds they have a 7-footer, Nick Pasquale. He wears 00. He'll be coming off the bench. Going to the hoop, Will Morton. He went down the right lane. He took the shot with his left hand. He kissed it off the window and made the basket. We got a 6-4 ball game. Greyhounds out in front. I was kidding Ken Wood off the air, wondering whether or not this team from Worcester came on a Greyhound bus. There's the J. Air ball. Sims gets the rebound, gives it to Will Morton, and most of the time you see him out front. Nice penetration to the hoop. What a drive by Brandon Twitty. He was an outstanding basketball player at Catholic Memorial High School. Branislav missed the shot. Here come the Skyhawks. Bowen from Mansfield, Mass. Gives it to Morton. Morton goes to the hoop, gets the shot blocked, gets his own rebound. Twitty, three-pointer. Doesn't fall. Bowen careful on that rebound not to foul. Bowen's dad, the head baseball coach here at Stonehill. The basketball coach, what success he's had as a player and as a coach. I'm talking about Chris Kraus. Good crowd on hand here for this doubleheader. Women's team won their ball game in the first opening game by a score of 55-49. I should say they lost that game to the Greyhounds. Their second loss of the season. Here's Chose. Picks up the loose ball. Gets it to Sims, who goes to the hoop, got fouled. That was kind of a slap in the face. But he'll go to the foul line. He was in the act of shooting. He wears number 11. He's a left-handed shooter.
Tie games, 15-11 left in the first half.
All net on the first shot.
Checking in for assumption, number 2, Michael Spate.
Adam Freeze comes into the lineup for the Skyhawks.
And in for Stonehill, number 12, Adam Freeze.
Second shot, back rims it. Stonehill out in front by 1. We'll play 2 20-minute halves. We're in the first half right now, 15:01 remaining. Lots of time, both these teams. We're going to have a foul in the paint area. Andrew Sims, a freshman from New Jersey. He's a 6'6" freshman forward. He weighs about 200 pounds. And his major is accounting. So he's good with the figures. If you just joined us, folks, you're watching 2 teams from the NE10 Conference, part of the Division II NCAA. Here's a shot from way downtown. He just made it. That's Kelly. Kelly has 7 points in this ball game out of the 9 that Assumption has. Will Morton took the shot, missed it, got his own rebound, went off his leg out of bounds. Chose comes in, Bowen comes out, he gets a rest. Where's number 15? Both coaches on their feet in front of their respective benches. Kraus with the Skyhawks and Michael Harding with the head basketball coach for the Greyhounds. They're from Worcester, Massachusetts. And of course the hometown favorite here, Stonehill College. You see some great basketball. Most of these players were good basketball players in their high school teams. Here's Chose, 3-pointer, back rims it. Will Morton with the rebound. Takes the J, just won't drop. Strong rebound, pulled down by Spy. Michael Spy's his name. He's a guard, a freshman from Morningside, Maryland. Now we're going to have a bumping foul. They'll call this against Freeze. Adam is a freshman guard at 6'4". He's from Stewartstown, Pennsylvania. An elementary education major. This Greyhound team, they're 4-4 on the season. There's Kelly going to the hoop, able to get the shot off, but Chose ends up with the loose ball, a missed shot, rebound. And we're going to have a foul in 3-point territory. That means that Chose will get 3 free throws. Coming into the game will be Owen DeGraff. He's got some good size at 6'8". Bowen reports to the scorer's table. Brandon Twitty makes the front end of his 2 free throws. It's the Skyhawks hosting the Greyhounds. It's Stonehill, 5-4 overall, taking on Assumption College, 4-4. They're at a 500 clip. Here's the 3rd free throw by Twitty. Rolls around the rim, and it falls in for the Skyhawks. 10-9. 12:50, the clock running. shot, side rims. Rebound pulled down by DeGraff. His first rebound coming off the bench. Nice move. Pretty move by Joel Baroa, the senior forward at 6'5" from Lawrence, Massachusetts. He's a product from Lawrence Central Catholic.
For a performance by our Stonehill Skyhawks cheerleading team.
Here's the cheerleading team as they take the court. All part of the Skyhawks. Lots of school spirit here. 12-25. The officials for tonight's ball game: Corey Parthier, James Mento, and Eric Ferris. They've done a lot of the NE10 conference games. If you just joined us, folks, you're watching Division II men's college basketball. It's the NE10 conference. We're at Merckett Gymnasium on the Paula Sullivan Court. Stonehill hosting Assumption College of Worcester. A lot of great basketball players came out of Worcester. I always think of Jack the Shot Foley. Back in my high school days, what a player he was. He was a deadly shooter from way downtown. Here's Kelly now across the timeline. Young basketball players, watch these college players. They use both hands. They're quick, they're fast, they play defense. Shot blocked. Nice block by Baroa. Here's Bowen. Little tricky dribble, gets it back out front. And we have a violation. It's a traveling violation called against Twitty. He wears number 3. Twitty plays defense on Michael Speight. It's spelled S-P-E-I-G-H-T, a freshman guard. Will Morton reports to the scorer's table. He's from Minneapolis, Minnesota. There's the shot by Michael Speight. I guess they pronounce it Speight instead of Spite. It's 6'3", a freshman. Dumps in a J from the left elbow.
Stonehill down, up by 1.
Nice penetration. That was Bowen driving down the left lane using his left hand. He's a right-handed shooter.
Now up by 3. 11-12 left in the first half.
Looked like a little walking. No call by the official. Basket counts.
Stonehill up by 1.
Here's Twitty. Nice penetration. Wasn't able to polish it up off the window for a hoop. This is good basketball, folks. If you get a chance and you're watching this cable cast and you live in the area, come on down and support the Stonehill College basketball team. You'll see some pretty good basketball players.
Number 21, Cal Connolly. And back in for Stonehill, number
Both these teams are well coached.
Also checking in for Stonehill, number 11, Andrew Simmons.
Cal Connolly wears number 21. Pasquale wears 00. He hasn't seen the action yet, but I'm sure he'll get some playing time for the Greyhounds.
Stonehill gets the ball.
That assumption fouls number 13, Travis Long.
I only mentioned Pasquale's name because he's a 7-footer. Owen DeGraff gets a rest.
Adam Freeze.
Adam Freeze wears number 12. He comes in. Here's Bowen now. He'll come across the timeline. Gets it to Will Morton. Shows likes to shoot those threes. As you saw in the dark jerseys, the Greyhounds trying to pull off a 1-3-1 zone defense against Stonehill.
17-13 total. 9:46 left on the
Kelly works the far side of the court. And we're going to have a foul on the play. They'll call this against Sims.
That's Skyhawks fouls on number 11. Andrew Sims.
Sims is a freshman. Andrew's got pretty good size. He's going to be with this Stonehill team for a few more years, no doubt about it. About 1,500 students attend Stonehill College. They're all here for an education, but they also enjoy participating in the sports program. Stonehill College was founded back on June 30th, 1948. 2,481 full-time students. 60% of the students, by the way, are female. The other 40% male. They have 164 full-time faculty members, led by college president, Reverend John Denning. He became the 10th president in Stonehill's 66-year history. They go to the hoop, Barreau with the rebound. Gets it to Chose. Chose across midcourt to Bowen, who works the near side of the court. Baroa posted low. Chose with the basketball. Here's Bowen. Bounce passes to Baroa. Baroa takes the J. Doesn't fall. Hauling down the rebound is Bohert. Crispo, number 11, taking his time. Gets it to Brown. They take the three-pointer shot by Bohert. Misses the shot. Stonehill right now out in front by a bucket. 8:21, the clock running. Dave Clifton here along with Ken Wood. A traveling violation called against Stonehill. Twitty comes in, Bowen comes out for the Skyhawks. And getting a rest is Spate, Michael Spate, who wears number 2. Both coaches using their bench. Stonehill in a man-to-man defense. The Greyhounds, they work the zone defense. There's a nice J from way downtown. That was Cal Conley, a freshman from Rochester, New Hampshire.
Assumption up by 1. 7:51 left in the third.
He played for Spalding in high school. I'm talking about Conley. That's in Tilton, New Hampshire, not too far from Laconia and Franklin, New Hampshire. Stonehill out in front by 1 point. Assumption with the basketball. They work the near side of the court. They got a double low post. Looked like a foul, a pushing foul. Missed the shot. Will Morton with the rebound. Chose goes to the hoop, throws it up, rolls around the rim, and it doesn't fall for the Skyhawks.
I like your
And there's a dunk. A nice dish off to Brian Bohert, the sophomore forward. He dunked it, put his team out in front by 1. Here's Will Morton working against the zone defense. Twitty stops, pops, bang, he got it. Holy cow.
Stonehill up by 1.
DeWolf at 6'8" reports to the scorer's table for the Skyhawks.
6:22 left in the first.
And there's another three. Certainly the Greyhounds not afraid to take the shot. That was Cal Connolly once again. Lots of poise for a freshman. Chose underneath. And they got the basket and got fouled. That was Freeze with the basket. And he got the hoop. So Adam Freeze, a freshman at 6'4", he'll go to the charity stripe. He'll get one shot, and he has a chance at an old-fashioned three-point play. When I say old-fashioned, Ken knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Old.
No, I was thinking fashion.
Oh.
Shot by Freeze, back rims it, won't fall. Connolly comes down with the rebound for the Greyhounds. 5:47, the clock running. It's all tied up, 23 all. It's Division II men's college basketball. And it went out of bounds. They lost control. That was Damian Rance, another junior forward. He's from Melbourne, Australia. He has traveled a long way to get to this gym. Underneath to Bowen, and Bowen gets the ball knocked out of bounds. Skyhawks will get it back. They come off a victory against Franklin Pierce. Stonehill right now 5-4. That's their overall record. They're 2-3 in the NE10 conference play. This is the home gymnasium of the Skyhawks. Good crowd on hand here in the stands. DeWolf saves it, gets it to Bowen. Underneath to DeWolf. He takes the shot off the window and got a frustration foul as he went up to get his own rebound. That's the first personal foul called against DeWolf. It's 6'8". 15 foul. 4:56, the clock running. It's all tied up. The magic number is 23. Here's Kelly. Little tricky dribble. Lost the ball. Ends up in the hands of a blue jersey. There's a three-point attempt. Won't fall. Here's Chose with the rebound. He's going to set something up. Bowen out front. Morton posted low. Twitty takes the three-pointer. Bang, he got it. They actually gave him credit only for a two-pointer. He must have been inside the three-point line. Stonehill out in front by a bucket. Kelly works the near side of the court. Shot doesn't fall. And we're going to have timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout. No, there won't be a timeout. I do not have the authority to call a timeout, Ken. But I thought that that's what the official was signaling. Here's Bowen. Gets it to Chose. Three-pointer. Bang! He got it! He loves to shoot those threes with those low-cut sneakers. So Stonehill right now enjoying their biggest lead. It's only 5 points. 3:34 we're in the first half here at Merkett Gymnasium.
Fans, please direct your attention to the floor for a performance by your Stonehill
And Ken,
dance team.
we should mention that we're not too far from downtown Easton here at Stonehill College. I thought that the community did a terrific job of decorating the center of town with their white lights. And I know that the Lions Club has done some work over the years lighting up the complex. And I know it's the town of Sharon with cooperation from all the merchants. When you come through the town of Easton, you know that you're there.
David Howe was a contractor that from Dorenzo. A lot of people know in Boston. You'll see their vehicles all over Boston. And he lives in Easton, and he's building all downtown, redoing all the buildings downtown. So he's the one that's decorating all the buildings, including the Children's Museum. So anybody that wants to know the buildings lit, he likes them up.
It's a nice community. Taking a look at the media poll in Division II as of December 3rd, St. Anselm is up on the top there, followed by Bentley. And you know, that changes as the weeks go by. Stonehill will be playing on Saturday. It'll be a 3:30 tip-off. They'll be hosting Southern New Hampshire University. Right now, Stonehill looking for a victory tonight. The big 7-footer on the bench for the Greyhounds, he must be injured, Ken. Good defense by Stonehill. Rebound fought for. Don't ask me how he got it, but he got the rebound, he got the basket. He'll go to the foul line. That's Damian Rance. He's from Melbourne, Australia. He played his high school basketball at Pope John, the 23rd San Francisco State. Second shot doesn't fall. I should say the attempt to get a three-pointer didn't fall through. Stonehill out in front by 3, 2:50. And that was Rance with a tough rebound. He wears number 44. Kelly at the wing on the right. Rance posted low on one side. The other side you have Branislav Vrjunovic, a junior from Serbia. Little tricky dribble in the paint. And there's a drive to the hoop. He made that basket. Wow. That was Chris Crespo on that penetration. 1 point difference in this ball game. Stonehill hosting Assumption. Baroa goes to the hoop. An underhand scoop shot made the basket. 30-27.
150 left in the first half.
In the women's game, I was fortunate enough to get a pass that went right here at the scorer's table. I got the ball. I was ready to take the shot, and the official asked for the basketball.
Into the Assumption lineup, number 21, Cal Connolly. Also checking in for Assumption number 1.
And Ken, you know that I would have made that. That would have been a long three-pointer from out of bounds. 1:35, the clock running. Stonehill College out in front of Assumption, 30-27. Bowen stops in the paint, gives it to Baroa, takes a three-pointer, won't fall. Here's Kelly. Gets it back out front. Looks at his coach, Mike Harding. They want to save it. They still got the 30-second clock, 14 seconds showing. Kelly being covered closely, made the basket. How we ever got that shot off, I'll never know. He was covered very closely by Brandon Twitty. "37 seconds before the end of the first half. Here's Twitty, takes the shot, gets fouled. Here come the Greyhounds. Right now, the Greyhounds looking for the final shot to end the first half. Stonehill stays in their man-to-man defense, under 10 seconds. Little give and go. They go to the hoop, turn around Jay, they make the shot, and that's the end of the first half. Stonehill trailing Assumption College by 1 point. It's 31-30. And Ken, we want to thank the Northeast Savings Bank for being one of our sponsors for this men's fast-paced basketball game.
Stonehill wins the women's basketball contest as well as all Skyhawks home events are streamed live and free of charge with the Skyhawks digital logo at StonehillSkyhawks.com.
So with a 1 point difference, there'll be about a 15-minute break here during halftime. Ken and I are totally exhausted just by watching both these men's teams up and down the court. Some good shooting. There's been some good defense as well. Tonight's cable cast, a production of ECAT, Eastern Community Access Television. Ken, what does E stand for?
E is for engage with the community.
How about C?
C is covers all town municipal and attend lectures. And A is athletic events and other local programs.
And if you can't remember that, it stands for Eastern Community Access Television. And folks, I think ECAT's been able to bring lots of stuff in the living room to lots of homeowners in the community. You get a chance to see all the government meetings. You get a chance to see high school as well as college sports. And it kind of brings you up to date on what's happening in the local community.
Yeah, and you can get those, watch these
And now it's time for a performance by the Stonehill Skyhawks
Verizon Channel 24.
Let's take a look at the Skyhawks dance team, and then we'll take a break and be back for the start of the second half. Let's take a look at these young ladies. They work hard in practice. They are terrific. 20 young ladies from Stonehill College. They call them the Skyhawk Dancers. Instead of having one guest speaker, we got over 20 young ladies. They get a nice round of applause from the fans. We're going to take a short break. Right now, the score, Assumption out in front of Stonehill by a score of 31-30. America Gymnasium on the campus of Stonehill College. The Skyhawks hosting the Greyhounds from Assumption College. They're located in Worcester, Massachusetts. And our home team right here from, how lucky we are to have them in Easton, Massachusetts. The score right now, 31-30. Stonehill trailing by a point. The Greyhounds picked up the last shot with 1 second remaining to take the lead at halftime. And Ken, let's take a look at some of the halftime stats for the first half. So we're just about ready now for action-packed basketball. It's the Northeast 10 Conference. We're at Merkett Gymnasium. Both these teams from the NE10 Conference are here on the Paul Sullivan Court. We have a 20-minute half remaining, and this game, of course, can go either way. This cablecast, a production of ECAT, Eastern Community Access Television. We hope to share this cablecast with other communities. Coach Chris Kraus will go with his starting 5. Will Morden, Brendan Twitty, Michael Bowen, and Baroa, as well as Chose, the three-point shooter, will be the starting 5. Stonehill in the white jerseys, the Greyhounds from Assumption College in the blue jerseys. And they'll go with their starting 5. Coach Mike Harding, right now his team gets the ball first. Stonehill stays in a tight man-to-man defense. They go to the low post. Baroa working on defense. Shot doesn't fall. Will Morton with the rebound. He wears number 33. He goes to the hoop. He throws it off the window. Kelly, the smallest player on the court, with the loose ball rebound. Good defensive effort. And ball stolen. Here comes Will Morton. Goes to the hoop, throws it off the window, and makes a pretty layup. Good defensive effort, followed by a nice move on the offensive side to make that layup. And again, that was a blind pass underneath. There's the shot from way downtown. Branislav Rajuvanovic with the hoop. He's from Syria.
34-32.
Will Morton. They move the ball on the outside perimeter. Nice move baseline. And again, the basketball bounced over here at the scorer's table. Nice catch. Morton puts the ball in play. Gives it to Sims. Sims wears number 11. Here's Twitty. Three-pointer. Bang! He got it! This is a team that likes to shoot the threes, and they can make them, no doubt about it. And there's a blind pass underneath. That pass was intended for Crespo from Smithtown, New York. Stonehill gets it back. They have a 1-point lead. Coach Kraus wants them to move the basketball. Twitty with the shot, Kelly with the rebound. And again went out of bounds. Bounced off one of the officials. who happened to be out of bounds. 35-34, 17-44. We're in the second half here at Merckett Gymnasium. This Charles, bang, and he got it. Likes to shoot the threes. Stonehill tightens up on defense. Assumption goes to the hoop. They make the basket. Damian Rance with the hoop. He's a 6'7" junior forward from Melbourne, Australia, and we now have a 30-second timeout. Ken, taking a look at the standings in the NE10 conference, the top 5 teams, Bentley right now, they're 7-0 overall. They're 4-0 in conference play. Right behind them, you have St. Anselm's. They're 6-0, 3-0 in the NE10 conference. Merrimack is 3-2. Southern New Hampshire 2-2. They'll be here on Saturday to take on Stonehill. And Stonehill right now 5-4 overall. They're 2-3 in conference play, coming off a victory against Franklin Pierce. And again, Morton goes to the hoop, throws it off the window, makes the basket. I thought he was going to go in for the dunk. Nice use of the glass. And again, the defense is working. Down to 8 seconds on the 30-second clock. Kelly has to take the shot. He does, he misses, gets his own rebound, and throws it back out front. Good effort by Sims. And Bowen on the rebound. Shot by Morton won't fall. Almost threw that ball out of bounds. I'm Dave Clifton here along with Ken Wood. It's the second half. Kurt Campbell is on the PA. Nick Allende. Allende is on camera. He's from the hometown of the Bridgewaters. Out of play on the shot. Stonehill will get it back. Bowen gets a rest. Sims comes into the lineup along with Freeze. Freeze wears number 12, Sims number 11. Both freshmen. There's a three-point shot. Back rims, it won't fall. Rebound was hauled down by Damian Rance. Greyhounds get it to Kelly. He takes the three-pointer. Here comes Morton. And we're going to have an offensive foul called against Sims, number 11. I don't think Sims agreed with the call.
First team foul for the second half for the Skyhawks.
Here's Kelly now in the backcourt along with Chris Crespo. They work the far side of the court. Spate wears number 2. He has the basketball, little tricky dribble back out front. And that was Damian Rance. He moved his pivot foot. He took a step without dribbling. Freeze across the timeline. They work the far side of the court. Morton plays catch, and nice basket by Will Morton from Minneapolis, Minnesota. went to the hoop, got fouled, made the basket. He'll go to the charity stripe for that old-fashioned three-point play.
He's at the line. He'll shoot one.
He's the real thing, no doubt about it. Left-hander takes the shot all net. Stonehill right now enjoying one of their biggest leads. They're up by 7. And the Greyhounds not wasting any time, they come right back. Morden has 9 points in this ball game. Here's the fast break. They get it back out front. They go to the hoop. They throw it up, and it went out of bounds. So they're going to call this foul against Freeze. That's his second personal foul. He gets a rest. Bowen comes back in. He wears number 15. This senior player is from Mansfield, Massachusetts, not too far here. This Kelly goes to the hoop, throws it up with his left hand. He's quick, knows how to use both hands, and knows how to use the backboard, and that's important, young basketball players. Will Morton again goes to the hoop, gets fouled, and he'll go once again to the foul line, and he has a chance to complete a three-point play. Right now, the last 2 times up the court, he looks like Larry Bird, who also wore number 33. Coach Krause on the sidelines speaking with Sims, giving him a little pep talk. Morton makes his free throw. Stonehill out in front by 6. 13:32, the clock running. At the scorer's table for the Greyhounds, we have Branislav Venanovic, I should say. Loose ball rebound. Stonehill looking to move the ball quick. They get it to Baroa from Lawrence, Mass. He goes to the hoop, dishes off, and they make the basket. Shows with the basket. Timeout called by the Greyhounds. Assumption College from Worcester, Massachusetts. Both coaches right now will speak to their players. Stonehill enjoying an 8-point lead, 48-40.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the floor for a performance by your Stonehill Skyhawks cheerleaders.
Skyhawk cheerleaders now entertaining at center court. I think about my back injury. I would never want to get up on top of a crew and then fall like that. I would fall flat on my face. 12:50. We're in the second half here at Stonehill College. We're at Merckett Gymnasium. And taking a look at some of the scoring totals, it looks like 9 points for Matthew Kelly. What a hustler he is. Malik Brown has a total of 4 points. 6 points for Cal Connolly. And on the Skyhawk side, Baroa has 6 points, 9 points by Brandon Twitty, 8 points by Chose, and of course, Will Morden. He has done a super job in his scoring. He has a total of 12 points. So 13 points for Chose, 12 points for Morden. Stonehill out in front by 8. Here's a dish off. Nice block by Baroa as he hip-hops around the paint. He thought he had a good block, but they did call a foul against him.
Stonehill's third team foul.
So with the third team foul, that will send Michael Spate to the foul line. The 6' 3" freshman guard from Morningside, Maryland.
That is first shot.
He'll now shoot the back end of his 2 free throws. 48-41, Stonehill. 48-42. Stonehill has the ball. They have the lead. They're out in front by 6. It's the NE10 conference, all part of the Division II NCAA. Twitty to Chose. Gets it to Morton. Morton gets a pick from Baroa. It goes out of bounds. Stonehill loses the basketball. Went off the kneecap of Will Morton from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Gymnasium all of a sudden became very quiet. Here's Kelly with the basketball, gets into the paint, gets it back out front. Ball stolen. Here comes Twitty. Goes through traffic, goes up, attempting to make a shot, but got fouled. He'll go to the foul line. He'll shoot 2.
Brandon Twitty will go to the line to shoot 2.
Twitty played at Catholic Memorial High School. What a good high school player he was. He'll get a second shot. And he makes them both. Skyhawks out in front of the Greyhounds by 8. Chris Kraus on one knee. Michael Harding sitting on the bench. Will Morton with the rebound. He's a threat standing in front of someone getting ready to take a shot. The Skyhawks, they pick for each other. Back out front to Morton. Morton drives to the hoop, throws it off the window, gets fouled. This time he didn't make the basket, but he'll go to the charity stripe. He'll shoot 2. That'll be the first personal foul called against Crespo. Crespo is from Smithtown, New York. Good shot by the left-hander, Will Morton.
Number 44, Damian Reyes. And number 23, Patrick Fleming.
Morton is a junior forward/center.
5'11", 23.
A good shooter. He handles the ball well. All net. Stonehill right now out in front by 10. Stonehill would like this victory. They would like to be 6-4. They'd like to be 3-3 at the 500 clip in the NE10 conference. Good defensive effort by Baroa. He keeps Rance from going baseline. Rebound fought for, pulled down by Mike Bowen. Bowen gets across the timeline. Dishes off to Chose. They play catch out front. Baroa posted low. Morton comes out front to help Twitty as they work the near side of the court. Bowen with the basketball. Shot won't fall for Chose. And there's a three-pointer from way downtown. Spate, his first name is Michael, a freshman guard at 6'3". Timeout called by the Skyhawks. They're out in front 52-45. 9:54 remaining in this NE 10 conference game here at Merkett Gymnasium. The dance group will entertain. And it's interesting to see how this team does against the NE 10 teams in the conference. This Assumption team has victories against St. Michael's of Vermont, Southern New Hampshire, and Merrimack. Those are their league games. They lost to Bentley, they lost to St. Anselm's. Their next game will be on Saturday, December 15th against Caldwell. This Morden player, he's the real thing. He's got good size, can shoot the free throws, can shoot the threes. His rebound, he can drive to the hoop, and he plays good defense.
Brandon Footy's doing very good tonight, too.
And of course, Cho's, we know he can shoot the threes. Okay, Morton gets it to Baroa. They play catch, they give it to Bowen. Bowen goes to the hoop. It doesn't fall for him. And there's a penetration to the hoop by Spade. And right now, the Greyhounds are back in this ball game. They were down 10. And there's Bowen. Likes to use that left hand, likes to use the glass. He kissed it off the window to make that hoop. Morton, air ball rebound. There's a three-point shot. Does not fall for Brandon Twitty. Normally he makes those. There's another three-point shot. This time the shot was by Bohart.
On Stonehill's number 3, Brandon Twitty, his second personal. The team's fourth foul.
So Twitty picks up his second personal foul.
Checking in for Assumption.
That's the team's fourth foul on Stonehill. Greyhounds double stack it to get the ball in bounds. Greyhounds looking for the shot. They get it back to Kelly, the point guard. And we got a traveling violation. So many players, they try to go before they dribble. They end up moving the pivot foot and they get a traveling violation called against them. Good crowd on hand here at Merkett Gymnasium. It's not at capacity, but a lot of interest in Stonehill College basketball. Morton shot doesn't fall. Bowen fought hard to get that rebound. He's a tough kid. Shot blocked. He got his own rebound, and Bowen almost had it for keeps. Almost. The Wolf reports to the scorer's table. He'll be coming in for the Skyhawks. 7:51. We're in the second half here at Stonehill. And now we got a 54-49 lead.
Kelly get that shot.
He picked up his 15th point in this ball game. There's Twitty. Back rims it, doesn't fall. A little bit off on his shot. And when he squares up, sometimes you shoot it too fast and you're off. Went out of bounds off Twitty. DeWolf comes in. Baroa gets a rest. He's a tough player from Lawrence, Massachusetts. And they make the three. Wow. That was Patrick Fleming, the junior guard from Dobbs Ferry, New York. And we got a timeout called by Stonehill, and we got a 2-point difference.
That's a 30-second timeout.
So Coach Chris Kraus wants to speak to the Skyhawks. They were up by as much as 10 points.
And the Greyhounds were coming back.
This is a game that's not over till it's over. As a matter of fact, I thought that Stonehill will take the lead into the locker room at halftime, and with 1 second going, the Greyhounds put a ball in the basket, and they led at halftime. So Assumption, right now, they're looking for their 5th victory on the season. Stonehill is looking for victory number 6. Stonehill will get the ball back. They called the 30-second timeout. Watch this young player from Stonehill. Of course, he's a senior, but he's as tough as they come. Nice penetration to the hoop, using his left hand. He's a right-handed shooter. He went down the paint, went left, used his left hand off the window, made the basket. That was a good hoop.
6:21 left in the final period.
And it looked like he was going to steal the ball, but they're going to get him on a foul from reaching in. He went to grab the ball, and he grabbed the guy's hand. So the Greyhounds will take the ball out of bounds. Baroa comes back in. Here's Kelly, a long three-pointer. Air ball, goes out of bounds. Stonehill gets it back. That could be a good break for Stonehill. If you just joined us, folks, you're missing a terrific Division II college basketball game. Here's Twitty. Again, still off on his shot.
6 minutes left on the foul.
Stonehill digging in on defense. And we're going to have a foul in the paint. Are they going to call this against Bowen? So they'll call this against Bowen.
Checking in for Assumption number 11, Chris Crispo.
That's Bowen's second personal foul. Greyhounds get the ball inbounds. They get it to Kelly. Kelly back out front. He's as quick as lightning. Down to 4 seconds on the 30-second clock. They go to the hoop. They throw it up. It doesn't fall. Good defensive effort by Stonehill. Bowen on the near side of the court, back out front to Twitty. Twitty gets it to Will Morton, who goes to the hoop, kisses it off the window for the Skyhawk hoop.
Doing very good on their defense tonight.
They're working hard. Spate goes to the foul line. Loose ball ends up in the hands of Baroa. What I meant was Spate went to the scorer's table. He'll be coming into the ball game shortly for the Greyhounds. It's a full timeout called by Stonehill. Head coach Chris Kraus wants to speak to his team. They're enjoying a 6-point lead, 4:32 remaining in the ball game.
And now your Stonehill Skyhawks cheerleader.
The Lady Skyhawks lost the first game of this doubleheader by a score of 55-49 to the Greyhounds from Assumption. When I take a look at the assistant coaches, Matt Miller and Carter Smith for Stonehill, I think of Carter Smith, what a terrific guide he was for Stonehill a few years ago. He was quick as lightning. So it's interesting, the guy that we were looking at warming up at 6'8", 6'9", or I guess they cut him in the program as a 7-footer. He didn't play at all tonight. He must be injured. That's why he wasn't shooting a lot during practice. So this game can go either way, folks. A 6-point lead with 3-point shooting. Anything can happen.
Still a lot of time in there for that to happen.
So Stonehill has the ball. He'll get it at the far side of the court in front of the Skyhawk fans. We get 4:32 remaining here in the second half. Stonehill out in front with by 6, and they have the ball. Will Morton goes to the hoop, and he gets fouled in the paint.
That Assumption fouls number 2, Michael Spike. That's his third personal, 15th foul.
This guy Morton is an 80+% shooter from the foul line.
Will Gordon at the line for Stonehill.
He's got all the shots that he's playing tonight. He's got them all in.
Shot by Morton, the first one is good. Second free throw by the left-hander, rolls around the rim, and guess what? It falls. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And again, a nice three-pointer, and they stay in the ball game. That was Cal Connolly, another freshman. Baroa with the basketball, looks for Morton, and almost had the ball stolen. Morton's hustle got the ball back. Morton takes a long three-pointer, doesn't fall. Ball went out of bounds. Stonehill gets it back. Good hustle by Bowen.
Gets the basketball.
Bowen gets it to Baroa. And we're going to have a foul in the paint. They will call this foul against Michael Spate.
Assumption 6th foul.
So Stonehill will take the ball out of bounds at their own baseline. They get it to Baroa. Baroa underneath. Wow. That was Brandon Twitty. And a good look as they look for each other to find the open player. Nice hoop by Damian Rance.
From Australia.
Bowen with the rebound. A hustle, he steals the ball. Good effort by Michael Bowen. He got a tough rebound, the ball went in the hands of a Greyhound player, and then he stole the ball again. Nice three-pointer by Will Morton.
64-57. 2:34 left in the
And now the Greyhounds are forced to take those threes. Here's Kelly. Goes to the hoop, throws a bounce pass underneath to Damian Rance for the basket. Stonehill looking for the shot. Bowen goes to the hoop, gets it back out front. And Brandon Twitty a little bit off on his shot here in the second half. (64-59), 1:44 remaining in this exciting ball game. Owen DeGraff will be coming in for the Skyhawks. 6 seconds on the shot clock. And we're going to have a foul in the paint. So this will be a 1-on-1 situation. Must make the first to get a second. Kelly will go to the foul line. Misses the shot. Stonehill gets it back on the rebound. So we got a quick timeout called by Coach Kraus. 1:25. We got a 5-point lead. And of course, anything can happen, as we saw in the first game. The last minute or so is usually the longest. So Ken, taking a look at the schedule, I know we got Southern New Hampshire University coming here to this court on Saturday, the 8th. There'll be a doubleheader.
That's going to be at 3:30. And then Sunday the 16th, one of the New York College. That's going to be a 3:30 game here on Sunday. And then on Saturday the 29th, University of Bridgeport.
And of course, folks, these games are on tape delay. And maybe by the time you see this game, the game against Southern New Hampshire University will already be played. So ECAT brings you this cable cast. We hope that this game will be available in the Bridgewaters, Brockton, Sharon, and Foxborough.
Watch for the schedule at Comcast Channel 97 and Verizon Channel 24. All the games.
Division II men's college basketball at its finest. Here's Morton, puts the ball in play, gets fouled. He got fouled almost before the ball arrived in the hands of Bowen. So it'll be a 1-on-1 situation here. Bowen will shoot. If he makes the first, he'll get a second. Not much time off the clock. And Bowen makes the first. He will get the second. He has played a nice ball game here in the second half. He's the kind of player that does things without having the ball. Makes both of them. Good ball movement by the Greyhounds. They go to the hoop. They make the basket. Wow. Not wasting any time. That was Michael Spate. Just when you think it's over, it's not over. Stonehill right now, not in a hurry. Under a minute remaining in this ball game, and we got a 5-point difference. Going to the hoop and making the basket, Brandon Twitty. 68-61. That was an important hoop. Went out of bounds. Stonehill gets it back. Correction. It was off Stonehill. Off Joe's. Baroa comes out. And Freeze comes back in. 30.5 seconds, 68-61. 3-point shot won't work. Twitty with the rebound. Stonehill right now in no hurry. So Bowen will go to the foul line. It'll be a one-on-one situation.
Michael Bowen will go to the line for Stonehill. He'll shoot 1-1.
This player, of course, is from Mansfield, Massachusetts. Played his high school basketball for the Green Hornets in the Hockomock League. That's his third straight free throw. Puts his team out in front by 8. Shot by the left-hander, he makes them both. 70-61, 21 seconds remaining in this ball game. Kelly has the basketball. They're in a hurry to take the shot right now. They do. Three-pointer doesn't fall. Will Morton with the rebound. Stonehill right now, they're going to win this game. They do win it by a score of 70-61. Stonehill College picks up their sixth victory on the season. They're now 6-4. They're 3-3 in the NE10 conference. What a big victory this was for Stonehill College this evening. On Saturday, they'll tip off against Southern New Hampshire University right here at Merckett Gymnasium on the Paula Sullivan Court. What an exciting game it was here in the second half. It was a good half for Stonehill College. So right now, when you've got a team that has picked up 6 victories, they have 3 wins in the NE10 conference. It shows you how competitive they really are. There's no doubt about it. If I were to pick out an MVP in this ball game, certainly Will Morton would be on the top of that list. I thought that Michael Bowen played a good defensive game.
Brandon Twitty was really in there too.
And Brandon Twitty was a little off in his shooting tonight, but it turned out that he got that final hoop underneath the basket. So this is Dave Clifton on behalf of Ken Wood. Tonight's cablecast, a production of ECAT, Eastern Community Access Television. A big thank you to Nick Galande from the Bridgewaters for his help and support.
And we want to thank Northeastern Savings Bank for being the sponsor for the men's game this evening.
And again, the final score here at Merckett Gymnasium. Stonehill defeats Assumption by a score of 70-61. Thank you for joining us, folks, and a happy holiday season.